So we will get started. Welcome to all the participants here. This is the 54th CRE talk. CRE is an informal organization trying to facilitate discussions on engineering, research, and innovation. And we have had about 50 odd talks till date. It's more than 2.5 years we have been facilitating this. And the talks cover a range of issues, starting from design theory, design methods, then looking at learning pedagogy related experiences, and also practical experiences from the industry as well as the grassroots innovations. So today we have with us Padma Shri awardee Shri Uddhab Bharali. He is from Assam, and he has had more than 170 innovations to his credit. He has received multiple awards, starting with the Padma Shri, then President's Award for Grassroots Innovation, and also international awards from NASA. And his work has been profiled in multiple media, starting with BBC, then MIT, and several other media as well. So we have requested him to share his experience around grassroots innovation. And unlike the earlier talks, this is going to be more of an interactive session with less of a presentation. So we would also initially we will request Shri Barali to share some of his experience, and then it can be an interactive session with participants asking queries, questions, or clarifications, and we will take it that way. So thank you, sir, for joining and this forum to share your experience. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Look, sir, let's introduce. So my name is Uddhab Bharali. I'm from Assam. Even from Assam also, I'm from a very interior place. So, Assam capital is Guwahati. It's 420 kilometers from Guwahati. So, last 2 years only it got connected with Bordeaux railway systems. And I was made to take innovation as a career, something around 35 years back during 1990. So actually, when I was on the last semester of my studies, engineering studies, I came to know that my family got bankrupt. There was some educations. I'm telling you what I'm going to actually why I'm telling you all these things, because I want to show you that actually you have to be on the discomfort zone. Then only you can come up with something creative. It's from my life experience. It's not that it is not mandatory that you will be in that such a position and then you will do something extra. No, because there's needs. That in my cases, I fall in a do and die situation. There's no way out. So I have to, save my family. I have to repay my loan, family loan. That was 18 lakhs. That time 18 lakhs, you cannot imagine. In my place, it was very difficult. And there, see, I'm from a zero industry district. What happens so? What happens actually? Luckily, my district was surrounded by tea gardens. And at that time, so it was the beginning. So there was heavy demand for nursery bags. That time it was low density polythene bags. The requirement was. And two of my friend engineer, they have established one polythene sleep making industry. So I thought that this is the best chance if I can set up one polythene sleep making industry here, then definitely that there is a fair chance that I shall be able to repay my loan and I should be able to save my family. That was the situation actually. Then I went to the bank. That bank manager probably thrown me out, out of the bank, because he was very correct in this position, because he told me that okay, you are from a family with 18 lakh rupees loan, and still you are asking for another 7 lakh. That time that was costing, that polythene sleep making machine was to be brought from Bombay, and that was costing that time 7 lakhs rupees. And you are asking for 7 lakhs rupees. What are you getting mad? So I told them, see, this is my situation. There is no way out. Finally, after lots of this pampering and other things, he was finally, agreed to pay me 1 lakh rupees. That machine is costing you, around 6 lakh rupees, and he's paying me only 1 lakh rupees. What to do? I thought that better you take it. And then what I did, I have observed that machine that my friend has established very crucially. Just decided, I don't know, that was a 1 minute decision. Okay, I shall make this machine. With all this Kabara, this thing, I have made a polythene sleep making machines with just 67,000. So that was the beginning. That has entered my brain. That time, you see that machine run, and up to 2 years, it was very running very smoothly. I was in a very good position. But the problem when it is started, that things, no, that has entered my brain, and I have decided to take innovation as a career. Taking innovation as a career in such a district, zero industry district, that too is a interior place. Even my family thought that he has gone mad. Even we use society, in society also, everybody says that he is mad and then. But I was adamant. I've taken, I know one day will come after death. No, see, it took 17 years to get my president award, first president awards for grassroots innovation, that is pomegranate de-seeding machine. And there some luck was there. Opportunity came, and I was lucky enough to identify the opportunity on the right time. Opportunity surfaced just for a few minutes only. You will be given lifetime, to catch up the opportunity. In my cases, I was so smart actually at the time. It was by the grace of God that I was lucky enough to grab those opportunities on the right time, and through that, now you see I am with 181 innovations to back my career. And, this is what and innovation is my profession now. I am having more than 50 assignments still in my hand. Every week almost we are getting one assignment. If two innovations to come per month, I am booked for next 20 years. Of course, I am not going to leave that much. That's another thing. But things, this is that. And I don't have any idea from which field it's going to come. It may come from the civil engineering, it may come from the electronics engineering, it may come from the agriculture, it may come from the botany, it may come from the zoological this thing, it may come from even from the geological thing. I am not allowed to say no, and I never say no to anything. What I do, I just used to start the things. If I know it for sure that if I can start it now, I'm going to get enough time to make it correct. That is what innovation is. That is what innovation is. I used to study the things thoroughly then, and I used to gather the knowledge, required knowledge. In case of innovation, there is no 99.99%. That should be 100%. Because innovation is for the end user. As I told you, it is not my part-time hobby. It is something I live with, sir. It is something I live with actually. And that, you see, no innovation be termed as innovation until and unless it finds at least one end user. Then only you can say for the patent sake, okay, it is another thing. But the person who has taken the innovation as a career, as a profession, I have to be 100% correct. Of course, innovation is there after one innovation. That is another thing. And to complete one innovation, no, you have to do minimum 10 other innovations. In case of, complicated, you have to see innovation is just, innovating something is just the beginning only. After that, you have to make many modifications, but that takes maximum amount of time. Because I am in this field for last 30 years, I am little smart. At least I have the capacity to take that innovative product to the market level within a month. I have that capacity. Because now you see, when I plan to innovate something, I imagine everything, how to pack it, how it could go for the transportation, what should be the preferred size, who are the end user, what should be the market benefit, what should be the monetary distance of the situation of the end user, what is the power consumption for the area where it's going to get used, because that power and other things is very important. If you are going to, if I am going to give some electronic system, controlling system, then if it is meant for the, that underprivileged people, that it is meaningless. So there you have to go for preferably the manual things or maximum semi-mechanical things. So these are the things actually after innovation we have to take care of. So even for transportation engineers also we have to take that. Even raw material availability of raw materials, longevity. Suppose it is a low cost materials. Suppose low cost gadget you are innovating. There's one very interesting thing. See, you if you have to sell this product continuously, then you have to cut out the life of the innovation. It should not last more than 1 year or 10 years. I mean 2 year or maximum. So because otherwise you will lose the market. Therefore, that area also very important actually. So for the marketing of your innovation is concerned. Anyway, I'm doing it this thing for the parties. They are taking care of the marketing things. So that is their requirements. I just have shared this thing with you. Thank you.
So could you elaborate on the pomegranate de-seeding machine a little more?
Yes,
How did
definitely I
that
can do
need
that.
how did that need emerge, and what kind of solution, and how were you able to build it up? If you can throw some light on that, it'll help the audience.
See, this is pomegranate. That was very interesting. Actually, let me tell you one thing that the first prototype which I have invented that was broadcasted in Discovery Channel, but that was not the original channel. After seeing that things, no orders has started coming in, and then only I came to know about the exact requirement of the customers, and that was how it's happen. No, uh, how why I have gone for pomegranate de-seeding machine. Here for the SPN, if there are students, I want to tell you one very interesting thing. See, before that was not my first international innovation. Pomegranate is an international class innovation, but that was not my first one. Before that, I have invented another thing that is cassava peeling machine. That is also by accidentally it has come. That was as I told you at the very beginning, this was a opportunity came to me. What happens now, I have developed a Ericana peeling machine. That was the good machine actually. And to look at that machine, Dr. Bhittala from NIF India and some IIT Mechanical Engineering, all the department has come to my place to have a look at that Ericana peeling machine. And they was very, very much satisfied because, Dr. Bhittala immediately, have taken transferred the technology to his own company, giving me a certain amount of money. That's all. Then. And that was a successful thing. Then they asked me, what are the other things you have invented? I mean, you have developed already. I told him, see, sir, that up to that time, you can see that my condition was that of a bankrupt people only. I was not having any facilities. Even, there's no, even to come up with the Ericana peeling machine, I have taken 30,000 rupees at 10% interest as a loan for my private vendor. That was my situation. Because that was a target given to me by Dr. Bitala only from NIF India. I was, up to that time, I have innovated something around 24 innovations, small innovations. He almost has insulted me when I met him in IIT Guwahati. He told me, what you people are doing in these small things? If you have the guts, you innovate this Ericana peeling machine. Then you'll see, I shall make you crorepati. Leave alone the crorepati, but I got a crorepati son. Then I have invented that thing, so I have informed him. So that's why he came and he was satisfied. He has taken the technology to his own for his own company, that is Dharma Technology, and he has paid me some token money. That's all. And after that, and during that time only, that mechanical engineering, the faculty, they have asked me what are the other things you have developed. I told him this is my condition. I cannot even run the family. It is very difficult for me to run the family. I just have developed one, that livestock dressing machine. boiler dressing machine, all you can say, boiler bird dressing machine. Then, okay, they just ask me, okay, say me, so what is the technology you have used? You know, very luckily what has happened, sir. That is a very interesting thing. And you know, cashew, oram nut. Here you use we say that is cashew. That is a ground nut actually, oram nut. I brought that oram nut, 2 kg of oram nut. The very day they have come to me. I mean uh, just the day before they came to me, and that was kept on the machine only. That machine only. There is no place, so they have my workers has put that oram nut inside that boiler dressing machine. I was not having idea about that they have kept that oram nut there. Anyway, what happens actually? Okay, that IIT, that faculties, they told me, okay, you give us a trial run. I just, switch on the machine. There's sound, drum, drum sound. I thought that my passage has gone and everything has broken. So to look at what has happened inside the machine, we just open up the lid and I have shown that oram nut was clean totally, totally filled. Then he told me, okay, see, this technology maybe you can use for peeling tapioca, cassava peeling machine. That's how that machine was invented. After that time, I never have seen cassava in my life. Overnight there's news in the web that cassava peeling machine was invented, and that was a long time crisis. And that machine got transferred, that technology was transferred within a week. And they have asked me to Guwahati IIT for the technology transfer fees. That was decided at 1.25 lakhs. That was a huge money for me. That was on 2006. Up to that time, I was not having even a mobile phone also. So I went to Guwahati and I slept in Guwahati platform that day because I was not having enough money to pay for the hotel. And next day I got 1.25 lakhs rupees. The first thing what I have done, I have bought one Sony Ericsson mobile at 2,900 rupees. That's why, because for communication I was needed. Then when I was sleeping on that, Guwahati platform, I was very clear to, understand that thing. This is my first success. At least one of my machine got internationally, uh, I mean, uh, that was successful. So I have to come up with another base innovation. What I'm saying, another base innovation, another extraordinary success. I have to come up with. One success is not sufficient. Then I have asked the NI people, see, can you tell me what are the modern day requirements? What is the actually innovation people are searching for? They told me, see, that is pomegranate de-seeding machine. Nobody was successful up to this moment to, you know, uh, extract the grain of the pomegranate without without damaging the aerials. I was after that. We do not grow pomegranate here in Assam. It was very difficult for us, this, but it has taken my 1.5 years. Finally, I came up with a machine which was so beautiful actually. Though I should not praise my machine. Even see, nothing like best in this world. Even best can be improved. But still, I have to say that that was good because the aerial comes out, the aerials of the pomegranate comes out of the machine in such a way that even the thin yellow membrane enveloping the pomegranate is not disturbed at all. That was the zero damage machine. My very first machine went to USA, and that was my there. After that, people when came to know about that machine, that's one interesting thing has happened that the learned people they have decided that the person who can extract the areas of the pomegranate without damaging even the thin membrane, he can do many other things. on that concept. First, my commercial assignment came from Ahmedabad to develop the stickless agarbatti making machine. That was my first this one, and I was successful. And after that, there is no, failure in my career. There cannot be any failure in my career. It is not something like proud or something because I do not live it that way. Failure always been my first step. It's not that failure is the pillar of success. Nothing, sir. Not. It's not. I don't agree with that. Failure is the first step. Simple things. I always start the things I know that I'm going to fail it, but that failure is going to give me the lead. No, this is not the way you go to this way. This is the first step. Simple thing. That's what actually I have to say. And that was on the, Discovery Channel. You can imagine everywhere people came to know about me. And finally, I got many awards. I got 60 Samman. I got President Grassroots Innovation Award. And after that only, I got some respect in my family and my society. And that was the beginning actually. And people has taken me as a professional innovator. And continuously this thing has come. Assignment was started coming, and now you see today this is my position. And one another very good thing happens, sir, in my life. That is main important thing. This is not that what I am getting, how much award I am getting. This is not things actually. What happens, the physically disabled people, I mean the differently able people, they have started approaching me for to design their customized device. And that is my philanthropic thing. And I'm very happy that good things has happened to me. Whatever I earn from my commercial innovation and visiting the institution as a research person or faculty, I used to invest everything on. Not everything. It's the wrong thing. 50% at least on designing device for the differently able people. I have a long queue of them. I used to design, feeding, toileting, cleaning device for them. That's how my life is running very smoothly. It has become some way, it is, meaningful. This activity made my life meaningful. I want more students to come on this way, but there is no money. This is philanthropic thinking. So definitely, see, I what I feel that more people should be there in this line. I mean, designing device for the differently able people, not looking at the cinema. Cinema things and real life is quite different. When cinema, may see that sitting on a wheelchair, the patient is singing song moving kilometers. It's not like that only. In case of real life, they move around inside the room only. You don't have to sit, design a wheelchair, and you have to stand up on the wheelchair. Patient won't do that. You need a simple things where there's toileting and cleaning facility. Simple thing. How I have designed, this is the thing, the way how you can reach out to the people. That is very important thing. You can innovate something, but reaching out to the people, that should be something extra. Actually. You have to be on their place, then you have to think. What I did, to replace the wheelchair is very costly. People used to come to me, sir, I'm very poor people, this thing has happened to us. So can you provide us a wheelchair? Every time, giving a wheelchair, it's not possible. While making manufacturing a wheelchair, it takes me minimum 6 to 7,000. I'm not a rich person. But what I did, I've given I have, pushed the ball to their court. How I did it, I have made a simple plate with 4 wheels. Sir, Mr. Sudhi, Dr. Sudhi, I'm going to send you the YouTube links. You will show them after that. You will distribute this. I have made a plate, simple iron plate, 2 by 2 feet, with 4 wheels on it. And you place your sofa, chair, very friendly chair to the patient on the plate. That is your potential wheelchair, sir. On toileting and cleaning only, you have to shift the people, shift the patient to some other convenient, even though that commode. In next other times, no. Throughout the day, she will be sitting on that one only, that sofa only. Just a square plate with four wheels on it. Put your sofa on that plate, and patient is comfortable. See, this is how I think. I made, what I made, chair on wheel, not wheelchair. But that has reached to the needy people because this that was in their capacity now. They can go to any fabricator and they can design the things. In every way, you don't have to make money. In every way, you see, your intention should not be to get people used to come to me, sir. I have developed this thing. I have to get the patent. I have to get the publicity. No, no, you don't need to do anything. If your this product is really with some sense, definitely the end user is going to give you the patent, sir. You don't worry for that thing. Just think that way, actually. That is no, I'm not advising anyone. That's how I'm talking to me only every time. I have to think this way, not I have to, you see, I have to be place myself on that end user's place, and then I have to think about the innovation, and I'm getting it. That is how I'm getting it. There is nothing like this in this world. Even this can be improved. So for innovation, it is a never-ending procedure. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think you have made a lot of valid points, starting with being under uncomfortable situations is a driving
Yes,
factor
sir.
for innovation. Then, in terms of understanding the, especially the differently able, looking at the user context and so on. The third one was how one innovation can lead to another innovation, right? And a
Yes,
lot
sir.
of points like this. So I'll open the floor for any questions from the participants, or if they want to know something more about any particular innovation, please go ahead and ask. You can unmute and ask any question you may have with respect to some of the work, and some of the work that Shri Bharali is referring to is available on the YouTube as well. Um,
He said that he looks for innovation in places where people are uncomfortable or something like that. Does he have an overall philosophy in searching for particular types of innovation which he thinks are appropriate?
Sir, you want to respond to that?
Yeah, see, I could not hear it that properly
No,
actually. Can you
what Subramaniam is asking is whether you follow a particular philosophy to search for innovations or certain types of innovations, or from what you said, I understood that you look at problems whichever comes to you from different aspects, whether it is different
yes, sir.
domains,
Yes, sir.
irrespective.
It
That is
may
how
come
you have
from any
started.
domain. Yeah.
You have started like that, but now are you more focused in a certain areas, or like for example, you said you moved from some of these technologies to starting to look at differently abled and so on. So, is there
Yes, sir.
some philosophy that you are adopting in terms of what kind of
Mm,
innovations you plan to look at?
see, there presently actually, I actually these are my self-assignment. The differently able people now they used to come to me. There's no money. I have to spend everything, and I have to do it. That is my top priority area. Every day, minimum for 2 hours, I used to work on designing device for the differently able people. I have a long queue of 79 people. They have different. These are all customized design only. The same design do not work for the next people, next person. So this is another thing. And secondly, actually, farmer are much more connected to me. Still, a good paddy transplanting device is not available in my place. Now you see, tomorrow I'm going to cross my 182 numbers innovation. How that is that is a farmer's related innovation, but it is coming from a big party. That is garlic peeling machine. Mass production garlic peeling machine. There you are not supposed to use temperature. In normal garlic peeling machine, they used to dry it up first, then they used to peel it. Now here they have a specific use. I don't know because I know, but for ethics, no innovation ethics, not going to disclose it. The purpose they want garlic peeling to be performed in such a way that no heat will be applied. That's a very interesting, you know. There's specific things people used to approach me. They're paying me fees. They will take the first machines. Okay, exclusive right and others fees are there. That is another thing. These are the area actually, you know. So this is farmers related thing, of course, but thing is this is coming from a big party. So there is no ending. These things are different kind of mainly another area. You know, I'm getting assignment. That is peoples are approaching me for designing different type of dryers. The same dryer you are using to dry up leaves is not working to dry up other fruits. Dry is a never-ending this thing, never-ending this issue. For this chili drying, you need another type of dryer, and to dry up mushroom, you need another type of dryer. Here, this velocity, warmthness, and other things is very different. Moisture ejection is very different. It's from my experience only. There's no, you see, in terms of innovation. So let
So
me tell
I'll
you one very interesting thing.
I'll ask you a couple of related questions. One is, suppose you were to classify your 180 innovations, what percentage will be in agriculture domain versus say assistive
70%.
devices like that?
70%.
70%. Okay.
Yes.
And within that, like what you're saying, drying solutions are becoming more important. So
Yes.
within agriculture, like, is it like the pre-farming or during farming or post-farming? If you were to classify like that,
In both,
where,
in all three areas,
okay.
pre-processing, post-processing, if you want to provide maximum profit to the farmer, then their selling goods should be pre-processed up to a certain extent, so that they will get maximum amount of money. Even for retaining it for a certain period of time also they need pre-processing, but that should be very low cost. Suppose someone in Odisha, they have a trend that they are producing steam rice. For steaming, fuel consumption was very high. So they have approached me to come up with a very low cost dryer. Here, fuel, you have to economize the fuel. That is a different design.
So when you do this thing, like what you're saying, there are differences in drying for different types of vegetables or crops and others. How much of it would you standardize when you go from one design to other? Do you look at standardizing some of these parts, or so that you can reuse, or do you rebuild or a custom build for each of them? How do you approach that?
See, for a particular area, it is customized. But multiple applications of a particular machine is customer's quality. Multiple application is end user's quality, sir. How they use it. That in that area, no, they become much more good innovator than us. I've seen this thing. I have sent one Kona drying machine, a water wheel. Kona is a water wheel to Manipur. After some day, 1 year back, I went to that place and to look at them. Just courtesy visit, how you are doing with my machine. I have seen what they are doing is they are now drying meat on that one and they are selling it. This is Kaka. They've made some modifications. While in corner drying, that drying should be such that the green color should remain. But in case of meat, that is not required. they have
I
opened
have
up
a
another
question.
opening, and they are
Yeah.
now using for to dry meat now. So this is the
See, that is
customer.
what you are saying is quite interesting from the point of view that you are learning different things with different machine and different users. Can this be propagated to other people, to other groups, in the sense that you have drawing machines, people are learning from to create a way for each of these drawing community to learn from each other so that they can enhance their potential use. Because as you said, everything is customized, but you also said that these people modified the machines themselves. This is like, in software, they have open source. These people have created new ways of doing which can be propagated to other groups as well. Is there any way you try to do that?
See, this is actually sorry. Actually, that area I have some limitations.
Hmm.
See, my always thing always been limited to innovation only. I mean, up to
Okay.
the customer's product, and after that, no, that area I want to uh, do that things directly. But thing is that it's not possible because you need some machineries for that one. I mean, some machineries, human machineries for them. You need a system and to do their things. No, I don't have that facility. And I'm staying in Assam. Here, this many difficulties are there. Here,
Hmm.
people, this thing, government, this thing, policies, do not support many things here.
Hmm. Hmm.
So what you are talking about in the university area and this thing, in university there's facilities, some facilities to reaching out the people directly. Here I'm lucky enough that people are reaching me for that innovation. That's all. That's the area, only area I'm lucky enough, and that's how I'm running my life now.
Hmm. Hmm.
And to
No,
reach
no,
out this thing, you need
I, I'm curious because what you're doing is quite interesting in multiple ways. And the
yes,
question
sir.
is, I'm always worried about how do you mobilize the knowledge you have created. See what I mean to other
Ah,
places. That's
yes, sir.
important.
That is very interesting. Yes, sir. Let me tell you what I used to do. Whenever I am being invited to certain institution, I used to show up all my innovation. I do not have to hide anything. Nowadays, I'm not going for the patenting, you sir. What I am going to take because I have enough work, innovation. Innovations assignment in my life. Why I should hide the things? I must spread the knowledge to the people. To student, I'm showing anything. I'm not hiding anything. I am showing them everything in design parts and everything, how to design, how to take, where you have to take care, how to, negotiate this problem, how to negotiate that problem. As I told you at the very beginning itself, sir, in my life, I have found that to come up with any vision, any innovations now, you have to go for minimum 10 other innovations. There are some problems. Whenever you will approach that thing, then only you will face that. Before that to predict it is very difficult. This is and then again after one innovation, now it is over. Okay, but I used to criticize my innovation always. I always try for another 10 way to do it in a better way. If there's any better option, because I don't want anyone to point me out. Okay, you have missed it here. That is my ego. All you can say, sir. I always give
Um,
10 try
Thank you.
minimum after a innovation to check out if I have missed something.
Go ahead,
mhm.
Sham.
Uh,
I'm telling you
Professor,
everything frankly, sir.
Professor Bharali, thank you for a very inspiring talk and
Okay.
introduction to actually grassroots
Yes,
innovation
sir.
projects that you are so successful in. So let me ask you, an innovator or designer, I assume, has to make a trade-off between the the a specific application for which the design can be made to have very high efficiency
Hmm.
or generalizability of the application where efficiency of the design will be lower in specific applications, but the same design will be applicable to many different situations and products and so on. So the
Yes.
trade-off, the design trade-off between narrow application with high efficiency and broad application with by sacrificing some efficiency. How do you have you come across this? You must have come across this problem, and I want to learn your thoughts about this trade-off if you think it's appropriate.
Good. See, so for my innovation is concerned, I'm directly dealing with the end user. Suppose you are an end user, you will need the 100% efficient product only because you are paying me for that things only, sir. So that's why there is no 99.99%. But when you are, diverting the application, there, of course, sir, you are very correct. You must be on from the field only, then only you are just coming up such these things actually. Because in that case, in for diverse applications, in those cases, you have to sacrifice maybe the capacity, production capacity in maximum cases, or wastage percentage. In those two areas, you may lose up some efficiency. In I want very interesting areas are in this case. Suppose you are dealing with garlic. Here the size of Assam garlic, Gujarat garlic, Tamil Nadu garlic is quite different size. Suppose you are designing a machine, sir. So you have to design the machine in such a way that it should be perform its work irrespective of size and shape of the product. But it is not possible in every case. When it's suppose the same machine works very fine with Tamil Nadu in Tamil Nadu, but same machine fails to work up to that efficiency in Gujarat. In case of my Erica Nath peeling machine, that thing has happened. You are exactly correct. That thing has happened to me. In case of my Erica Nath peeling machine, that thing has happened. And in one another case I can remember, that black paper breaking machine I have designed. The Maharashtra that was designed for Maharashtra, but same thing did not work in West Bengal. The humidity was the main reason there. So then that cases, certain amount you have to compensate. I mean, somehow you have to uh, efficiency. So for the percentage of efficiency, it is less in that particular state. So this thing is happening. This is the reality, ground reality. You cannot do anything. You cannot do anything about it. Of course, there is a way to do something, but thing is that it takes time and customer they are happy with this thing. So, if to negotiate that things, no, some things happens actually. Something you can do some pre-processing of the product you are going to put as a raw materials in that particular machine. The pre-processing is needed. That in some way, in some cases, it helps, not in every cases. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Sir Ashok, sir, you have a question.
Yes, sir. Sir, good evening.
Good evening.
Delighted to
No, sir.
know your innovation, sir. Uh, I have one thought. Beginning as you told, is of uh, so many difficulties. You rightly told you have to come comfort zone or you have to be in that place. Then only now after traveling or after doing so much of innovations, I wanted to know. So what way you work now? Supposing somebody comes for certain innovations, what kind of team? Whether you already have some team or you select certain kind of team and what kind of methodology you adopt so that there is no friction between people? Because as you know, in particular organization you approach, there are a lot of resistances for outperforming or doing more. So that you have to tackle in spite of having so much of money and all. So I just wanted to know what is your modus operandi now at present.
Yes, sir. Let me tell you. Actually, I have a machine research come innovation come design center here, and you can say that fabrication center,
Okay.
design and fabrication center. So we are getting assignment from all around
Okay.
the country here. It's not that I'm getting assignment from my places. Maximum 4% I'm getting from my local area. Maximum. Others are coming from the other stations.
Okay.
But thing is that, whenever something comes from the any field, I cannot, dictate anyone that it should be from this field only. I am not allowed to say no to any assignment. It may come from any domain. In that case, if I say no to anything, okay, sir, I'm from mechanical engineering background, you go to somebody else. The moment I say no to anything, I am finished, sir. And I'm not ready to do that. Well, because I don't need to do that. What I have to do, whenever something comes from other domain, I have to study the things very thoroughly. I always have maximum faith on my basic intelligence to understand the particular things I need to know from any other domain. I have that much distinction. Otherwise, I shall approach the gurus. Okay, sir, this is the area, this is the innovation actually assignment is coming from this field. I have these queries. Can you give me some this thing? Focus on that one, light on that one. I used to, I used to go to approach anybody and I used to teach the things. I used to learn the things from them. That's how actually I'm taking the
So,
basic thing. And in case of innovation, you have to learn A
Yeah,
to
as I
Z.
understand, you have a center wherein you have, yeah,
Hmm.
sir,
Your
as I
distinguished.
understand, you have a set up a center where you have own people,
Hmm.
wherein all kind of expertise are available. So case to
Hmm.
case basis, as you said, any discipline you take. So case to case
Hmm.
basis, you must be hiring some people or approaching some universities or colleges. Is it like that?
For theoretical, yeah, the theoretical part of knowledge is needed. Theory and practical innovation is quite different, sir. But the basic things, to get the basic, it is very interesting, very, very much needed actually.
Why?
For
I
that,
will tell you,
of
sir,
course,
why
I
I
have
am
to
asking
consult.
this question.
Hmm.
Sir, why I am
yeah.
asking this question? My basic intention is there is any scope for sending students for internship so that your ideas, thinking process,
Yes, sir.
and
Yeah, for internship, many
encouragement,
students
that
are
kind
coming.
of stuff. Yeah, yeah.
You can
That is
call me
what
up
my
to
basic
your place.
intention.
First thing, you can call me up to your place so that I can approach maximum, or
Okay.
you can send a student to me. Students are coming to me.
Okay.
It's not a for internship.
Okay.
I have a
Okay. Okay.
huge,
Okay.
huge,
Thank you. Thank you.
long list, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yeah.
let me
Because
ask
Uh,
you something.
this
Over
needs
to
to be cultivated. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, sir.
Swarup Roy.
Okay. Thank you.
Swarup Roy, can you unmute and ask your question?
Hello, good evening to all of
Yes,
you, and
Good.
thank you so much, Bharale sir. I am quite familiar with his innovations, and in fact, I have visited his lab once to see some of his brilliant innovations, and these are all related to grassroots, level, so that it can actually helps starting from farmers, and actually they're trying to he's trying to help the basic needs and addressed with low cost with solutions. So my
yes,
question
sir.
is like that, sir. Like if you see the China, what they're doing, they are also trying to do this, try to find out some low cost solutions very effectively the way you are doing. But good thing here is that possibly they have a very good ecosystem because of which they can do very quick take it into the market. That means their ecosystem supports for good commercializations. Do you feel in our country this is somewhere lacking, so that whatever
Yes,
you are
sir.
innovating, these are already confined within that your lab, or maybe some few people who are actually trying, but it's not reaching to the mass.
Yes, sir. I'm 100% agree with it. I always wanted some organization will come and they will, whatever whenever you see, I'm getting assignment as I told you from my parties. Okay, I'm designing something, but that is the end. I cannot say that okay, you take it to the common people because they are businessmen. But thing is that if I was backed by some organization like that, as you have said, that could have been better, but my limitation is my limitation, and I works on the appropriate technology, need based technology, low cost technology. My end users are from very poor group, they cannot even afford in they just cannot afford much actually. They I never have got time to make money even, because my always intention was to help those people in maximum cases. So this is I have maximum limitation. I am failure in that case. I regret that it has happened to me. That's why I'm what I'm telling. I'm in YouTube. I'm going to open up everything now. I have decided. I'm going to open up all my innovation. Okay, whoever you want, you do it, but do it. I don't need any name or anything. That's what I have decided because you know how long you are going to live. But I too, yes, that's what you have told me. That was my sentiment. But I have failed here in Assam, especially. As I told you, government policies are not there. Even industry policies are not there. What to do, sir? What to do in this area? If you approach Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, they should have approached certain things, and they are you know, distributing crores of money for many to the universities and other things and for researching. But here in this area also to taking the things to the people is very important. Nowadays, at least this, because of the social media and other things, at least, some relief has come. But still, to distribute the knowledge, distributing, you think that goods, okay, you do it somewhere. But distributing the knowledge, there is no way out there. Whenever I get a chance to visit any university or any institution, any engineering college or any institution, there I try my level best to show up everything. Okay, this is the way I have done it. How this is the way I have approached to this design. Suppose something comes only your way, this way, you can do that. But I always tell one thing: this innovation, this line is a very respected line, sir. Very respected line. You can even enjoy monopoly also. But in my case, it is not needed. My expectation is very low. There, I'm happy in that case. My expectation is, whatever I'm getting, I'm will. People said you should have built some companies, but sir, if I'll go for to make money, who will innovate? So, in my this
Sir,
life, I
one more
decided
thing,
not
sir.
to go for money.
Yeah,
Sir.
one more thing I would like to interested to know. Like during my visit, you have shown me one work that was in that time it was in experimental mode. That is low cost sanitary pad that you have
Yes, sir.
designed using this
Yes,
murmure
sir.
or the muri.
Yes,
So what
yes,
happened
sir.
to that finally?
Sir, see, that was, create the design contest, that was, qualified event. After that, I have seen in the film, there's paid men, they're basic. I just state line. Okay, at least whoever getting the credit, forget it. But, at least that has started. You
True,
know
true.
that when I have started on 2014, that thing.
Yeah, long
And
back,
that is
long back.
recorded. Creative
Yeah,
India.
long back,
And after
long back.
that, those claims came. Many people has taken credit. Many people has got award. But
True, true.
what to do,
Yeah,
sir?
yeah. True,
So
true.
anyway, yes, sir. In many
Thank
universities, NIT even they have purchased my machine. They have shown that machine as their machine in Rashtrapati Bhavan.
you. Mm-hmm.
And finally they, that was they were caught and they came to me. They have approached me and they have given me apology letter. That was a fair chance for me to earn so much money. They claimed so much money from them, but I was a fool enough not to take for that. But I am happy enough that I have never claimed anything. I'm happy, sir. That's
Pro-
I have
Professor
my own
Sivaramakrishnan.
way to.
Good evening.
Thank you.
I am Professor Sivaram Krishnaya from TTM Kurnool. I think time is
Thank you,
almost
sir.
over. Only 3 minutes are there. I will ask a very brief question. Uh, what I have understood from your talk is that you face some difficulties, but at the same time, achieving almost about 180 innovations and 70% of them in the agriculture sector is also a great thing. So I want to ask you, you mentioned about difficulties, but generally for these 180 innovations, taking general, what were the facilitators? What could able to make you successful in making these contributions? What were the facilitating factors?
Sir, my motto is very simple. Why I'm successful? Because I enjoy my work, sir. I have job satisfaction. I used to tell the student, don't study hard, enjoy your study. That has been my motto. Yes, sir, because I enjoy my work. That's why I am successful, and there is no failure in my this thing. See, I do not leave
There are
anything.
some
I
failures
take my
sometimes.
work that my I consider my work as my prestige issue. My work is my prestige issue. Simple, and I enjoy my work.
How you get
Yes, sir.
the, because sometimes to achieve success, you have to get, there are some good factors are available generally. One is that you should be sources of your innovative ideas. How you get the ideas, how you interact, how you get the ideas for the innovations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, in my life, let me tell you, sir, you are asking very specific question. Let me answer you, sir. See, if some assignment comes to me, no, you are having 72 hours time to crack the basic formula at least. If you cannot do it within 72 hours, you are not going to do that in your lifetime, sir. That first is happening. If whenever some assignments come to me, I become restless, sir. I become restless every time that things only coming to my brain. I do not know anything of this world, sir. I know only innovation. Any assignment is coming means I become pagla, sir. That's what is happening to me. I do not know. You okay? Suppose you have approached me some innovation. Okay, that was just casually you have asked me for some innovation, and you
Of
forgot
course,
it. You have gone for your work,
that is
but that
the,
has entered me my brain.
in
I
fact,
cannot leave it.
you take any innovator, Vikram Sarabhai to Kalam to many people, passion for research is the main
Yes, sir.
facilitating
That
factor.
should come
So you have that
coming
passion.
from my heart.
So that is the
Yes,
passion
sir.
you are having. So thank you for
Yes, sir.
your comment. Professor
Yes. Innovation is something, sir, I
Sudhir,
live with.
I am very happy to see Professor Shyam Sundar. Uh, I know him, and of course, he may not be knowing me. Since I worked in the NSC, one of his friend was also my boss, Dr. K. Subramanian. I'm happy to see him today, Dr. Shyam Sundar. Is he still working at the University of Science? Where is he working?
No, no. No, the Sham Sundar is at Yale University.
Okay, okay. Okay, not the University of Science person. Okay. Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So
You will be
thanks
talking
very
about
much.
Shyam Sundar at NEST.
Yes.
Nice talk. So anyone else has any question? We've almost come to the end of this session. Okay, so if there are no more questions, let me thank Shri Barali for taking time to share his experience, and also all the participants for joining and interacting with him. Probably, sir, we would probably request you to also consider a talk where you could actually demonstrate one of your innovations in greater detail, maybe at a future time. So thank you very much again, all the participants and Shri Barali for joining for today's session. The next
Thank you.
talk is going to be on 17th September. It is going to be on the design of warships, the history of warship design. That will come up on 17th September. So thank you again.
In India.
Yeah, it is primarily in
And
India.
my request is please enroll me also.
Yes, sir. Sure.
I
We
want to
will
present
send.
in that meeting.
Yeah.